Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barcelona have been dealt a blow as free transfer target Youri Tielemans has an agreement with Arsenal. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Brazilian prodigy Endrick, as it has been reported that Chelsea have made their first move to land the 16-year-old Barcelona target. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona still in a tricky situation with regards to their finances, club director Matteo Alemany has confirmed that the club will once again look for free transfer opportunities in the summer window next year. And with the midfield department being an area where reinforcements are being looked at, Leicester City star Youri Tielemans has emerged as a transfer target for Barca. The 25-year-old Belgian international will see his contract at the King Power Stadium expire at the end of the season, and he has shown no indication that he wants to sign a new deal. It has alerted a whole host of clubs, including Barcelona, who are interested in signing him. However, according to Belgian outlet Voetbal Premier, as relayed by Mundo Deportivo, Tielemans will likely continue in the Premier League beyond this season, as he already has an agreement to join Arsenal ahead of next season. This development will come as a blow for Barcelona, as well as the likes of Manchester United and Newcastle United, who were also in the hunt to sign the 25-year-old midfielder at the end of the season. Tielemans made a poor start to the 2022-23 season, but has hit his stride in recent matches. He has netted 3 goals in 14 Premier League matches and will look to build on his performances at the World Cup, where he will represent Belgium. As for Barcelona, a move for Tielemans could be unlikely now that it seems he has already agreed to join Arsenal, who sit atop of the Premier League. However, Barcelona are also looking at several other midfielders, including Chelsea duo Jorginho and N'Golo Kante, who will also brief free agents in the summer. Barcelona's pursuit for new midfielders continue to make headlines, to be specific, defensive midfielders. And Leicester City midfielder Youri Tielemans has been one of those players that Barca have been closely monitoring from reports. Of course, this is not the first time we have been talking about Tielemans in reports linked with Barcelona. And coming as a big blow, this new report claims that the player has come to an agreement with Arsenal in the Premier League. And of course, which means that any hopes of Barca signing him is fading away. Tielemans is a very, very good player who deserves to play in a better team than Leicester City. And of course, from the way he has been playing this season, even the other seasons, he's a very good player. But whether he will fit the profile of Barca remains a big question. But right now, from the look of things, according to the report, has now been closer to the player than any other club linked with him. And this definitely comes as a big blow. Barcelona definitely have countless options. We can't count the number of midfielders that we have been linked with recently. And of course, there are other players like Jorginho, Kante. There are a lot of them. Barcelona definitely won't lack a target to go after, to make their final decision on who they want to sign. So let's see how it goes. But for Tielemans, it looks so unlikely if this report is to be believed. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Palmeiras' teenage striker Endrick is already sparking a major transfer war between top clubs in Europe, even though he will be unable to move from Brazil for 2 more years. Age 16, the prodigious centre-forward has been making all the right noises throughout 2022, leading to him attracting interest from who is who of European football. Indeed, Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Ajax are some of the many clubs that have tracked Endrick's progress through the youth ranks of the senior team at Palmeiras. And according to the Times, Chelsea have made their own or their move to try and beat their competitors to sign Endrick by hosting the young striker and his family at their Cobham training facility recently. During the visit, Chelsea also introduced Endrick to veteran defender and Brazil legend Thiago Silva so as to convince him to choose Stamford Bridge over other destinations like Barca and Real Madrid. It must be noted that Endrick visited other clubs like Barcelona, Real Madrid and PSG earlier this year, but it is said that the Blues are said to be confident about their chances of landing the special prodigy who recently became Palmeiras' youngest ever goal scorer and won the Brazilian Serie A title. It will take a significant financial package to sign Endrick from Palmeiras, which reportedly has put Barcelona on the back foot. Recent reports indicate that PSG had also made an offer for Endrick, which was shut down, while Real Madrid are believed to have sent executive to Brazil to hold talks with Palmeiras about the move. Barca, as things stand, are not in a position to enter a bidding war for the Endrick and have thus asked his camp to wait until the summer. But with other clubs making their moves, Barcelona run the risk of missing out on the 16-year-old prodigy. Endrick continued to be linked to a host of top clubs across Europe, Barcelona included. When we look at things, the way things are moving, it's not in the best way for Barca because, he's worth 60 million according to his release clause. And when we look at the top clubs that are also interested, financially, Barca might just fail to sign Endrick. That's just the truth. Endrick have attracted interest from a lot of top clubs. For the longest time, we have been showing interest in Endrick. The player still has to choose, and definitely it will come with a serious dilemma for the player because the clubs are really good clubs, elite clubs in Europe showing interest. That says a lot about the talent that this young star portrays, and of course, he's just 16, so most of these clubs are just trying to see who can book the player before time, so that the player will be all yours. Why growing up to become 18 years old before he can move to Europe? So it's something of a risk. Definitely, it's a risk. Barcelona financially, we are not up to the other guys like PSG, Real Madrid, but let's see how Barca can cope to get the player. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.